You mentioned supplements a couple times. I mean, we talked about your diet. We talked about, kind of your workouts. We can talk about maybe your workouts maybe in a little bit now that you're pregnant and what you're doing now. But
Yeah.
you mentioned supplements. What are you including into your regimen right now?
So I have to be really honest, Craig. Like I was not a big supplement person for quite some time.
Yeah.
My husband is huge. Like you should see our supplement cabinet, and I've always kind of made like fun of him. Love you, babe. But I don't like taking stuff, and it's just like I just want to
Hmm.
eat well, and that covers it. But then I will admit, I'd be the person that'd be like really good about it for like a month or two, and I'd run out. I'm like, well, I don't know if I feel a difference. Like, I'm good to go for a few months, and then I get back
Hmm.
into it. So I never really gave it a go. But like a year before we like I started being really good about the year before we wanted to start trying to have children, and I
Yeah.
knew that I wanted to set my body up for the best possible situation going into pregnancy. My husband and I are both like on the older side for having our first child, so I wanted to try to do everything as right as I could like leading up to it. So really getting dialed in with the different supplements and the hard part too about supplements is that there are so many out there and a lot of them are not good. They're poor quality. You don't know where they're manufactured. You don't know where it's coming from. They're not clean. They sneak those oils in
Yep.
and and also I think too like the price tag on a lot of them, you're like, that's daunting in itself,
Hmm.
and so it's sorting through like what is the best quality, what the
Right.
bang for your buck. So again, I'm so blessed because of my husband's education in it. It's been this process of sorting through like, okay, what am I actually going to be good about taking, what will I get down. So recently, with our pregnancy or with the pregnancy, I've been really good about taking colostrum. I've actually really, really liked the taste of Ancestral's protein vanilla powder. And I have been incorporating that almost daily in some capacity or another, either in a smoothie, putting it in my yogurt and mixing it up and adding some like berries and some like grain-free granola with it.
Mm.
Or some days I'll just literally just blend the protein powder with raw milk and I just put them in my colostrum and I'm like good to go.
So good.
Yeah, it's so good. And like what's so crazy, Craig, is like I feel my body starting to crave it. Like I
Mm.
like look forward to getting up in the morning and like having that. And then also including fish eggs in right now. And then of course I'm on a prenatal and then oh my goodness, we just got out of the season of everybody being sick. So,
Yeah.
upping up the vitamin C, the D, the zinc, the NAC, stuff like that. And I do feel hair, skin, and nails. I do know pregnancy helps that too, but I
Hmm.
can't help but think the supplements are like really increasing that. Which my nails grow so fast, I can't keep them trimmed. My hair is the thickest and the longest like it's ever been. My skin, like I read like during pregnancy, your skin's like actually goes through phases of not being good. My skin's been like fabulous this whole pregnancy. And I've been feeling really good. And I can't help but think these supplements have a lot to do with it. I think I started it enough time to getting pregnant that I had the effects to carry
Hmm.
through my pregnancy. Like it wasn't like, oh, I'm pregnant, I should start taking everything. It's like I got it in my system leading up to conceiving and then going through it. So I had no morning sickness. I honestly, knock on wood, I don't want to jinx myself. I haven't had a lot of fatigue. I've been crushing my workouts. I'm probably getting after my workouts more now than I was like a year ago. I just feel better when I
Dang.
work out and making sure I'm taking like my amino acids afterwards. And
Hmm.
it's been, I've heard this from women. Like some women go through these like crazy cravings where there's like, fried food and desserts and sweets. Or some women are like, okay, my body's a temple. I'm growing a child.
Yeah.
Let's give this baby all that's best. And it's almost like my body is craving health over junk. Like
Hmm.
my cravings have been fruit. And it's like, okay, like awesome. I'll take that.
Yeah. That's a
But
good
in
craving.
general, I do have a sweet tooth and I do indulge, but we're making homemade ice cream now.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, your supplement needs right now are definitely tailored towards your your area of life right now. You're
Yes.
pregnant. You're definitely making sure you're getting in, like you mentioned, the fish eggs for
Mhm.
omega-3s and all the important
Mhm.
functions that has on a growing baby.
Yep.
But then you mentioned, I mean, the protein powder also has beef organs in it. It has bone
Yes.
broth, which is probably a reason that your skin, your hair, your nails are glowing and growing. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but
It
it
was
kind of did.
great.
So, but they are. I mean, I can see your skin right here. It looks great through the screen, you know. But yeah, I mean, all these supplements that you're taking is great. But even for the general population, I
Mhm.
mean, if you're eating a whole food diet, people might ask the question, do I really need to supplement if, I'm eating a whole food diet? And my response is typically, I mean, in today's world, our soils are depleted.
Yeah.
Most whole food diets just aren't, we're not eating organs, which are the most nutrient dense foods, beef
Right.
organs like liver and heart and all these other organs. Colostrum is a super nutrient dense food.
Mhm.
Fish eggs are a nutrient dense food. If you can just incorporate a couple of those foods into your diet, you're
Right.
filling in so many nutritional gaps that you
Mhm.
might not be getting in your diet otherwise, because steaks and burgers, as nutritious as those are, they don't have the same nutrients that liver has or fish eggs or colostrum has. So I guess my long-winded question wind up for you is, if you could pick maybe a few supplements that have really maybe helped you, or that you've maybe noticed the best results, or that you would keep in your diet after pregnancy for just general health, which
Right.
few would you pick?
That's a great question. And actually, this would be great to have your feedback on too. So,
Mhm.
I was taking the beef liver heading into my pregnancy and like through the first trimester. And they do like so much blood work, especially in the beginning. And my doctor was blown away. She's like, I don't normally see this with women. She's like, your iron is like so good, like almost too good. So she's like, wheel it back a little bit with like what, your the beef liver. And so I've kind of cut that like a smaller amount because then now I have it in the protein powder.
Yeah.
But after pregnancy, I feel like that's what I'll go back to because like the beef liver is just like nature's multivitamin, right? So if you're somebody like me prior to this pregnancy who doesn't like to take a lot, I'm like, okay, what's like the one thing? I
Yeah.
think I would recommend that the most. But you also, I know that's what I love about Ancestral too. It's like very tailored to you and like get your blood work done. Like it's kind of like shooting fish in the barrel. Like, oh, what do I need? Like you
Hmm.
don't know until you go do the research and figure it out. But it's funny that you asked this. Recently, I had like 3 girlfriends reached out and be like, okay, I'm on Ancestral's website. There's so many great products. Which one should I do? And I'm like, beef liver, get the protein powder, and then do colostrum. Like those are kind of like my 3 that I recommend. And I'll tell you too, like my sister's older than I am, has some medical challenges, and she was like asking me about colostrum. So I filled her in, and then I gave her some colostrum to try. And she's like, should I be feeling just like really good? Like my joints feel so good, my body feels so good. And I was like, yeah. Like she was like blown away, and it was really pretty quickly for her when she started feeling that.
Hmm.
And so then having that feedback from somebody that very organically, like just in a conversation, sister to sister, I was like, okay, this is really cool. And it makes me feel good, like when I'm recommending it to like other girlfriends and being able to be like, okay, I love this product. I think very highly of it. But like, this is like my sister who's not really into health and nutrition as much as myself and my husband. And she's like blown away by it. Now getting my dad on it, I feel like it's one of those products, like no matter your sex, your age, your
Hmm.
amount of activity, pregnant, not pregnant. It's just like one of those supplements that can really benefit everybody. And I think too, like the fish egg is just that's another one I kind of like want to throw in there also. It's
Yeah.
it's hard because I really do want to take everything. I'm just not good at it. And
Yeah.
you do want to like make sure you're not overdoing it in some things and being
Absolutely.
smart how you're getting everything. But I feel overall so much better since being on these supplements.
Hmm.
Where it's like, okay, Kaylin, you probably shouldn't make fun of your husband for being on supplements anymore.
I love it. I love it so much.